Good evening, good night, or whatever. Some of you are already in bed. Uh, I'm not. I'm sleeping again. I can never get my hat right because the camera's reversed. So, um, I hope you're all having a great Thursday night or Friday morning now in the East Coast. West Coast is still Thursday. See, I can never get this hat. It always looks different. And get it because the camera's reversed because I got the background. So, how are y'all doing tonight? So, I was gonna post something 2 days ago on Facebook, but I wanted to post it, but I wanted to do the late night first because I wanted to have this stand out because the late night covers it up. Um, it's my third night doing the late night. One of my favorite shows growing up as a kid was Late Night with David Letterman. I wasn't a kid, but a young adult. But Late Night with David Letterman. That shit was always funny. Spent a lot of time watching that show. So I'm about to post something on Facebook, and before I post it, this was 2 years ago. At my very worst, it was no less than 475 pounds. I estimated closer to 285, 290 plus. Oh wait, I'm glad that's what I weigh now. That's what I weighed. I was weighing. I was confused. 485. I'm glad I didn't post it yet. I had them numbers wrong. No less than 485 pounds, 490 pounds. Let me fix that. I would have been pissed off if I would have posted that. Let me fix this real quick. 485 to 490 pounds. I was a disgusting glutton during the height of the pandemic. They said, remembering the pandemic, they said, "Fatty, you're the first that's gonna die. You smoke, you drink, you do drugs." Oh, I almost put four drugs. See, glad I'm doing some editing here before I post this. Uh, you're fat. Oh, wait, hold on. I almost put you fat. Jeez, I gotta check my spelling. You have pre-existing conditions. So I was like, if I'm gonna die, I'll 10x my eating and drugs and alcohol. I had a great job, 2,000, 3,000 a week, getting people out of their timeshares. See, I'm glad I edited this before I do that. People. Sometimes I type things in and think I said them in my mind, but they're actually not on the screen. Uh, so glad I did it like this. I was a timeshare qualification specialist. I got people out of their timeshares during the pandemic. When at the start of the pandemic, I was working in an office in Las Vegas on Charleston Boulevard. It was a great bunch of people. I was clean at the start of the pandemic, actually. That was probably my longest sobriety from September of 2019 to, well, I relapsed on Christmas Day before the pandemic. Um, yeah, that was fucked up. Um, but then I kept it together. Hey, good evening, Yvonne. Hey, Sean. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. What's that say? One meal a day keep the doctor away. Yeah, I'm back doing the one meal a day. Let me just clean this up a little bit. I'm gonna make some spaces there. And they said, hold on. You smoke, you drink, you do drugs, you're fat, you have pre-existing conditions. So I was like, if I'm gonna die, I'll 10x my eating, drugs, and alcohol. I had a great job, $2,000, $3,000 a week, getting people out of their timeshare. I spent all of it on DoorDash. Wait, See, I left out words again. Sometimes I type some stuff in and I thought I said it, but it's not in there. I spent all of it on DoorDash, and bourbon, drugs, Whole Foods, ribeyes, ice cream, family-sized pizza. I, I I was a glutton. I was like, because when they sent us home from the office, when I just was clean, I didn't have any time to build any relationships with people. So I was renting a beautiful house in Summerlin, had a waterfall, a swimming pool, a water slide, a double pit boss barbecue, a full basketball court in the backyard. And what did I do? I didn't use any of that shit. I went swimming, but I used the barbecue. But I mean, I didn't take advantage of it like I should have. I should have exercised. I should have stayed clean, and I should have played basketball in the back there. When I'm by myself for 167 hours a week, for 21 months. I spent the whole pandemic by myself. I was still on the phone working every day, but I was sitting there getting high and eating and drinking and playing poker online. As they closed the casinos. But I'm gonna post it right now. Go take a look at it. The picture in there, that was me. 490 pounds 2 years ago. Fucking disgusting. I mean, damn. So I took a couple pictures from the deal maker. They were the ones that best showed the difference. I put Gabriella in there. She's gonna be like, "What? Why did you put me in your post?" She's a great woman. And then there's Kyle Frizzell and I can't remember his name. See, I forget people's names, but yeah, I was but I didn't want to cover up the post that I was gonna make before I did the live. I was gonna post it earlier. What made me leave that job? I got laid off June 21st or June 25th, 2021. Uh, it started the pandemic. We were about 200 employees. We had an office in Nashville or Franklin, Tennessee, and one in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is the debatable whether well, they sell a lot of timeshare all over Florida. Orlando and Las Vegas are the biggest timeshare um, rackets in the world. So, in Vegas, we sell. You come there for 4 days, 3 nights, get to stay at a casino, get some dinners, and have some entertainment, show tickets, attractions. Throw $100 Visa gift card in there, and a couple other things to get you to come out there. Airfare tickets. You got to go spend like 7 hours on a timeshare. The longest timeshare tour I did before, when I sold timeshare, was at Grandview. It's down on the south end of the strip by South Point. I had a family there for 13 hours. They were there at 8 in the morning. They were the first tour. I sold them. I sold them a $29,999 package. I was relentless that day. I was a good timeshare salesperson, and I was even a better person getting them out of their timeshares, because I knew what they did, and I was a good salesperson. I'm still a great salesperson. I'm selling myself right now. But so I just posted it. It was at Wesley Financial Group. Um, I was just building new relationships. It was the first time being clean. I was homeless before that for a couple months. In the summer from July, I lost my job at Grandview because I went and got all fucked up, and didn't go in. And so then I was homeless for a couple months, living on the streets of Las Vegas. Decided to get off and take advantage of it's a place called WellCare. They help the homeless, drug addicts, and stuff get off the streets. And I was doing great. I landed another great job. I've pissed away better jobs than most people have ever get a chance at. No, yeah, no, they wanted to leave long before that, but they were so I was so good, they couldn't make up their mind. They were arguing, like, let's do it. No, let's Then I'd be like, no, this is good. It just about being consistent and persistent. I was very persistent with them, and I was consistently right there, not letting them go. We were giving all kinds of different offers. Um, Almost had them at $39.90, which was the biggest package we sold there at Grandview. But they bought. We said we'll take 10 grand out. We gave them all the stuff they would get if $29.90 for 39,000 for 29,000. But anyway, so I'm at, it's the start of the pandemic. I relapsed on Christmas Day, but I was keeping it together. I'd like go out to the hood on the weekend and I'd work all week, come back to Summerlin, and I just go for like Friday and Saturday night out there, and Monday through Friday was normal. But then pandemic hit, and they sent everybody home, and I was about I was like 425, 420 there at the start, but when they sent everybody home, it's all of a sudden I'm by myself. And then they're like, "You're gonna be the first to die. You got pre-existing conditions," because I had a pacemaker from when I died in Los Angeles 3 times. I've had 7 DVT blood clots, had a stroke, pulmonary embolisms. What else? MRSA, cellulitis. I had a bunch of pre-existing conditions, asthma, smoking Newports, um, like pack and a half a day, 2 packs some days. I drink bourbon, but so when they sent us home, we did better at home working. So they were like, let's hire more people. So we went from 200 people in the company to over 550 people. So it was great at first. We were all killing it. People were getting out of their timeshares because they couldn't go on vacation because of the pandemic. They're like, oh, fuck, let's get out of this. We can't even use it anymore. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. That's what they were telling you. Well, they told me I didn't build any relations where I could like, hey, go over to hang out with one of them or something, have a best friend or not, and never got tight knit with anybody. So what I do, I sat there and worked my ass off. I'd sit there and smoke crack, heroin, and drink Maker's Mark and play poker online. Order DoorDash, pizza, order from Whole Foods, like the big $25 ribeyes and stuff. I'm throwing them on the grill, just eating, getting fucked up for 167 hours a week by myself. 1 hour a week, I'd go to Albertsons, meet my cartel connection, get my drugs, get cash, cash my check, and buy food, and take an Uber there and Uber back. That was it for 21 months, 167 hours a week by myself. All I did up until that Super Bowl Sunday last year. But June 25th, going back to losing the job, well, they fucked up. They hired too many people and they weren't making money, so they laid off like 400 people. Now, some people got fired because there was people out of just taking, they weren't even working at home. But I took a little downturn right then, and I they I probably shouldn't have got laid off, but they laid me off with a great letter of recommendation. Said I was wonderful and everything. I was a great employee, but they just had to reduction in workforce. So I did get unemployment, and that sucked because after I lost the two to $3,000 a week, I still had a $2,000 a week drug habit, and so I had to go from that to, I think I got like 900 something a week in unemployment. 4 days after that, though, I also lost where I was living through no fault of my own again. Also, the people I was renting from, I thought they were the owners of the house. It was a beautiful house out there in Summerlin. They were actually subletting to me. They didn't tell me they were on a month-to-month basis. So it was right after I lost the job, they were like, oh, you got to get out. I'm like, what? What do you mean I got to get out? So, you know where I moved in with? My drug dealer. Yeah, my crack dealer. So I spent the next 8 months there before the Super Bowl Sunday at my drug dealer. And then when I did quit, I still lived with him. that was the hardest thing to do. But I did it. I didn't relapse. I didn't do anything. I made it out of there. The man was a 14-year convicted felon murderer of the Bloods of LA. And when I got my settlement check, I had shiny object syndrome from the elephant syndrome or elephant challenge. And my production went down where I was selling the mini vacations to Las Vegas, and I got behind on my rent. And he was like, "Look, ain't no constable's gonna come here and throw you out." He goes, "It's gonna be the Bloods." And he wouldn't do anything. He would never lay a hand. All he'd have to do is say have somebody else do it. He goes, "You ain't gonna be sitting here waiting to get a eviction and go to court and drag this shit out, and we're gonna put you out." So I was like, "Fuck, I didn't know what to do." I got that settlement check from my Uber that got hit last May, or maybe in last year. Sorry, almost May now. Just at the perfect timing. I was able to escape and buy that car, go to Los Angeles, go to Springfield, and meet Pace. Ended up in Chicago where my engine died when I was heading down to Texas and then Miami. Spent 2 months in Ohio with Josh Keating from Powerhouse Mastermind. Got on the Amtrak train down here with the help of all the sub-2 students, and here I am. But in that picture, I did go out. That was the brand new Circa Casino opened, and I got a suite up there to go up there and get high and get some hookers, and it was Vegas. That's what I did. I was a disgusting glutton, drug addict, and look at me now. I got my own podcast. I'm part of the greatest community on earth. This is why I share this story, because I want people to know that what is possible, what has changed if you put God first, if you ask God to take it away, if you believe in yourself. Today was the first day I've gotten back on track since I got on that train. My whole morning routines went out. I did my miracle morning today. I did my I wake up, my day starts with Lord's Prayer. Thank you, Jesus. Lord's Prayer. Do a little Bible app. Then I read Joel Osteen, Power of Am, Daily Stoic, and I read whatever day it is, Proverbs. There's 31 Proverbs, so I read what's today, 30, the 30th chapter of Proverbs. I reread that book every month, and then I read I was actually reading the Miracle Morning again. I did my the Miracle Morning app. I went and took a walk before I went and got on the bus to go to that interview. So I did everything. I'm back getting my routine. I've been struggling, sleeping, anxiety, worry. I still don't have rent for tomorrow. But God hasn't let me down this far. And He's not going to let me down now. Sean, I lived with Him. Because when I lost the beautiful $770,000 home that I was renting, I moved in with him because I got laid off and I was only on unemployment. So he knew that he just wanted to keep taking my money. So he's just like, sure, I got an extra room. You sit here and I'll just feed you dope all day long. So yeah, that was fucked up. So yeah, I know. It's all good. But so that picture there, I just posted it on Facebook. If you go look at my page on Facebook, you'll see me. I was fat, disgusting, just waiting to die. I mean, day before the Super Bowl, I was like, unemployment had run out. um, so it was either change or die. And that was what I was. I was that person. I had lost weight in between that picture because when I lost the weekly check, well, I couldn't order from Whole Foods and DoorDash anymore because it was either order food or order drugs, and well, I couldn't go without my drugs So I quit playing poker online, quit ordering from Whole Foods and DoorDash, and all I did was I go to Albertsons once a week for the last 8 months of that time. I was living off Captain Crunch and pickles. Like I'd buy like the big jar of pickles every week, and three or four boxes of Captain Crunch cookies, stupid shit. And I'd sit there and get high. That's all I did. And I'm so grateful that I'm not living that life. I look back at that picture, and it's just right. It's crazy today. And Monday, you know, I was telling Julie Burkhardt earlier when I was talking with her. Um, I suffer from imposter syndrome a lot, but I'm on team Arch with Sam Singh, Cody Rose, and all these other amazing sub 2 students. Um, they're making me a leader. Like they're making me. They're saying I'm setting an example. I'm doing this stuff. I'm taking action. Matt Munson said, that I'm the most consistent person he knows in sub 2 besides Pace Morby. I have other people telling me that. It's not just like one or two people. That I'm actually doing what I'm saying. I'm taking action, doing the things. I'm still making a lot of mistakes and still learning. I'm not perfect, and I'm not trying to be perfect or anything, but I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can, and apparently a lot of people appreciate that. And so many people. It just blows my mind that people will tell me I inspire them, I encourage them. But I mean, that's why I do this. So why should I be surprised? But it's still hard for me to believe, considering where I was 2 years ago, and a year ago. Um, I'm grateful. I can't thank God and Jesus enough, and sub 2 in this amazing community and family. I seen somebody posting creative financing earlier about they were on the fence on joining, and there was like 100 comments from other sub 2 students. I could be the best spokesman. I mean, sure, there's a lot of people, a lot of different stories out of the almost 9,000 people in sub 2 that have stories, and there's similar stories. I talk to other people. They say, "Man, I was fucked up too," but I can't put myself out there like you do, Um, but there's a lot of people you don't know their background, and there's a lot of people that do share. They tell their story and their version of what they've been through. Hi, Pansy. Um, so you know, it's only possible because I took the action to quit. To be had the courage to walk away from my family and everybody. I mean, literally. Now, the one thing about I almost said his name. I don't want him to come hunt me down, but he didn't. I considered him the devil in the room next door, but he never forced it. He never came back over there. Once I quit, he respected that though. I still lived with him because I was still paying him rent. Because I found a job after I quit, getting people selling the vacation package to Vegas. Um, but he never. But it was always next door. I was one bad day away or one time just saying fuck it, go just text him. He would have brought it to me as much as I wanted, but I didn't. I made it through that. I fought all those months, the early months, the March, the April, the May, before when I went to Clever Summit. God, thank God I went to Clever Summit, because if I wouldn't have, if I when I volunteered for Clever Summit and I risked not getting my money to get my prime corporate services set up, which you had to have set up to become a Gator in the Gator training, because I didn't have money for sub 2. I didn't have 100 bucks for joining sub 2. And if Tommy Thornburg wouldn't have helped me out and gifted me, because I took action, because I was vulnerable, because I volunteered and I risked I took the risk to be in the proximity of the power in the room at the Clever Summit. And I told myself, I said, if I don't make it in the Gator program, because it was really tough in the beginning. I'm like, man, this shit is tough. You know, it's really tough trying to get dope every day and live that life too. But this is tough in a different way. There's two kinds of hard in your life. And I said, if I don't make it into the Gator program, I'm going to just say, fuck this journey, this real estate shit, and go back. Thank God I didn't. Because God has not left me since then. Every time I think it's gonna fall apart, like right now, I don't have rent, but I know I'm gonna get it somehow. I read that today in my Joel Osteen. Hold on, let me get that. I'm like wheeling across the room in a chair. So this was March 30th today. So when I read this today, I know I'm gonna be okay because I've made it through this past year. It says this is Joel Osteen, the power I am. Two most important words. I am. Whatever you say after I am is what you're going to get in your life. What's going to follow you. You're speaking it into existence. You're calling it into it. You're affirming it. It says make room for more, right? Enlarge your house, build an addition, spread out your home, spare no expense, for you soon will be bursting at the seams. I'm so close right now. I had that deal fall through 4 days ago in Texas. Would have been my first one. I had 2 weeks ago. The other one in Miami. And then I had the one right before I left to come down here on Amtrak. Me and David Marsh in St. Petersburg. That would have been amazing. Would have been amazing. But it didn't. But I'm here. So it goes on to say. Now that was Isaiah 54:2. This is Joel's version. Each of us can look back over our life and remember a time when we unexpectedly saw God's favor. All the time. You didn't go after it, it came after you. God has done it in the past, and the good news, He's not only going to do it again in the future, but what He's going to show you will make you seem pale in comparison. He has explosive blessings coming your way. You're going to be looking back and join me in saying, how in the world did I get here on a podcast in front of millions of people on earth someday? Maybe, who knows? Maybe I become Eddie Pinero or Steve Harvey or just be me, Larry the Lion, and have millions of people viewing me in the future. Changing people's lives, being an aspirational speaker. That's because that's what I wanted. I said literally like a year ago when I had that Zero to Dangerous interview for Stephen Kotler and the Zero to Dangerous program, which NASA and MI6 and FBI, State Department use, Fortune 500 countries. I got accepted to it by answering the one question. It was like literally a day or two ago when I had the interview. The guy told me at the start, he goes, I told him, I said, look, I just came off drugs, blah, 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 blah. He goes, that's okay, that's okay. He goes, just answer me one question. I said to him, he said, just don't think about it. Just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind, and whatever you answer is going to be okay. So I said, all right. He goes, where do you see yourself? What are you doing? Where are you at 10 years from now? I'm speaking to 100,000 people at Allegiant Stadium. I'm an aspirational speaker. What? That's what I said. And he said he was so impressed with that answer, he was going to let me into the program anyways. But I didn't have money to pay for it, so I couldn't get in anyways. But it would have been amazing. But so let me finish what Joel says. He says, you're going to look back and join me in saying, how in the world did I get here? I'm not the most qualified or the most talented. I don't have all the experience. You may not, but God does. He knows how to get you where you're supposed to be. All through the day, make this declaration. I am blessed. You guys should be saying that too. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have you as my friends. I'm blessed to be part of the greatest community on earth. I'm blessed to have the greatest mentor on earth. I'm blessed to have everybody here that supports and encourages me, like Brigitte and Pansy, Sean, and uh, so many people, Vaughn, Sherry. I can't even remember everybody that's been supporting and encouraging me. There's so many of you. How did I get here? Right here, out of that. I read that this morning. I got my morning routine back. I know it's late. I should probably be in bed already, but I was debating whether to do this again. But the last 2 nights were so great. I had a lot of fun, a lot of interaction from everybody here. Um, so I was like, I like this late night version. Um, there's no calling no direct to agents or anything like that. I can't call brokers at this time. It's just me talking, and whoever wants to come, and if you guys want to come and talk too, share some of your story or something, please join me. I would love it. But how did I get here? There's no other explanation than divine intervention. So many things where this could have fallen apart at any time, like not getting into PCS and not having Tommy Thornburg gift me my entry into Prime Corporate Services. I literally said, if I don't get into the Gator program, I'm just gonna say fuck this shit and just go back and die, crawl under a rock. Because this is hard. This is fucking hard. This journey, it's hard till you get your first deal, and then it's still hard. It's not gonna be easier after I get my first deal, but it'll give me a lot more breathing space. Now, I had to go apply for that job today. My very first sub 2 student friend. See, God works in that way. What was the craziest part? Christina's husband, Robert, her husband, they were my very first sub 2 friends. He was at the gym, but he was walking out the door, and I was like, man, that looks like Robert. And I went and I said, Robert. And then Katrina, the manager, said, hey, Larry. And I turned around. And then later on, him and Christina are texting me on Facebook. And he was like, man, I just missed you at the gym. I was like, I knew that was you. I knew it was him. So, having Christina message me and say this, and then having that, gym, I need to get back in the gym. That's part of my routine that I've been missing too. Not having the gym, the working out time, like what is that, Planet Fitness and stuff. I need to back there. So, God blessing me. I'm blessed. And then when she said, go make a resume, I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't have a resume. But I told her I haven't worked a W-2 since 2021. I told her I haven't, while I was working at Denny's, we all know that for a little bit, and I got fired for using my phone, making videos of the empty restaurant, and doing the Grant Cardone Unbreakable Challenge. I'm sitting there at work, but there's nobody fucking there, Sorry for cussing so much tonight. I probably think, sorry, Jesus. He knows I cuss, I'm never gonna be perfect, but so it's just amazing to me. I don't know why I've been anxious and worried this whole month here. I shouldn't have been. I should have been not anxious and worried and just focusing on each day. But now I am still a little worried, but I know God's going to come through. I know that there's somebody that's going to help me. God's not going to let me go end up being homeless here. Might be another lesson. But if he does, if it happens, I know I'll still be okay. There's always Starbucks I can go podcast from. I can get coffee and sit there all day. Order one coffee. throw my shit in a storage locker and sleep on the beach. Go to Starbucks and sit there all day. But whatever happens, I'll be okay because I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here. I shouldn't even be here. I should be dead. I mean, I literally did die 3 times in Los Angeles 7 years ago. Well, 7.5 years ago now. And it's kind of ironic. I seen the picture of the rent. She's kind of screwing me over a little bit. She lied about the bills and stuff. Overcharged me. I'm not gonna let her do it again. But the rent is actually my half. It now went up to you guys know my 717, my angel number sevens. The rent, my half of rent is now $777. It was 1,554. How's that work? So, yeah. So I'm not worried about anything. God is gonna, I'll be okay. Whatever happens, I'll be fine. It can't be any worse than what I was in that picture. Did you go look at the picture on my Facebook? Did you see that? I look like the one of the Oompa Loompas, Willy Wonka, except like a bigger giant version. A big old puffy, like what the little shitbag kid that blew up. I actually look like that little motherfucker when I was younger. The kid with the blonde hair, and he ate the purple candy. I'm talking about the original Willy Wonka, not the Johnny Depp Willy Wonka. The one with there's two Willy Wonkas. Well, there's three because that's the funny thing. When at the end of the Super Bowl, when I took my last hit of crack and my last hit of heroin, and like I said, I don't try to dramatize anything. I'm not going to talk about the actual usage and stuff. But it's important that people know where I actually came from, not just hey, I was on drugs. I was on a lot of drugs. I was a fucked up glutton. I was everything that the devil was trying to make me to break me and kill me and end me, but I didn't. But anyways, at the end of the Super Bowl, I said to God, I had no idea about the golden ticket events. I literally said that to God. I said, God, this man is Willie. Speaking about pace, I said, this man is Willy Wonka, God. This is my last chance at a golden ticket in life. Here I am. I still got the chance. Every day is it's a rough mountain to climb. Today was okay. Tomorrow might be rough. Might have snow on the mountain. Might have a bunch of rain. I was looking at I look at myself instead of looking at the camera. I gotta make better habits. Somehow I like to watch myself, talk to myself, or talk to all of you guys. But I have to look at the chat too. It's over here. But I tend to look at myself because I like to self-judge myself and maybe I should open my eyes a little more, or maybe I should smile a little more. I never had this smile before. I get a lot of compliments on my smile. I hated my smile when I was a kid. I hated it when I was a teenager in high school. I didn't like it. There was one girl I should have never. I didn't think I had imposter syndrome with her. I didn't think I was worthy of her. Her name was Beth Vandenberg, I think. I can't remember, but she was gorgeous. She told me I had a beautiful smile. We went on this. We were both in summer school because I was a bad kid and she was just making up for something. But I passed up a lot of good-looking girls and stuff for drugs. But I didn't like my smile. I like it these days because I'm able to smile and I actually smile about stuff. I didn't smile for decades. I was miserable, hated myself. Love myself now. Love who I'm becoming. I love that I'm getting hired at the Family Fitness Center in Newport Richie that my friend Christina and Robert recommended me for. And I'm going to be able to work out there. It's going to be perfect. 4 to 8, Monday through Friday, and 8 to 4 on Saturday. I can still do my direct agent in the morning. I can, and it's open for 24 hours, but I only staff it from 8 to 8. And I get off at 8, work out for an hour, hop on the bus, come back here. And somewhere in there, I'm going to get a deal. 2, 3, 4. But I'm going to be able to work out again. Focus more on one meal a day. Start eating clean. You know, get the carbs and the bullshit out. Because I've been eating a lot of bullshit and shit, a lot of carbs. I plateaued for last, what is it? January, February, March. 3 months. Yeah. So, and part of December. So, no more plateauing. One meal a day, clean, high protein, no carbs, high fat, keto almost. A lot of water, working out, working on the direct agent, get my mind right again, mindset, make prep, have my daily routine, keep my mind focused, stop worrying and thinking about things I can't control. If I sat here and worried all day and didn't make the calls to the agents, what is that going to help me? Because I sat here and worried. If I sit here and worry and I'm still making calls to the agents, it's still not going to help me. I just got to not worry because I just got to trust God. I mean, I took the biggest steps to trust to go down this journey. I said, God, take this away from me. I walked away from anybody on earth that I knew before that could help me if I needed help. I left my mom. I left my brothers and sisters. I left my nieces and nephews. None of them called me last year. Thanksgiving, Christmas. They've been watching me on Facebook because I left them all on there. I made the right decision. It's not something I would recommend for anybody else. It's it's a big decision. But it was a dysfunctional, negative, abusive childhood, alcoholism, violence. Lost $1 million business because my mom let my uncle that stole out of the safe in back after my dad died. $32,983 in unpaid taxes. I still remember. Like Pace has a photographic memory. I have a semi-photographic memory. I can still, it's burned into my mind looking at the letter from the IRS. That's when I really fell apart as a kid. After I saw my future gone from the woman that beat me, abused me, and it all worked down the chain. I spent my whole adult life fucked up. Decades. Out of those 32 years that I smoked crack, hey Siri, how many days are 32 times 365?
Here's what I found.
No, that's not what it is. Siri, how much is 32 times 365? Oh, you can just ignore me, Siri? I could just open up the calculator right here on my desk and not have Siri do it here. Siri's being argumentative tonight. 32 times 365 equals. So, at 11,680 plus nights, I guarantee you, I cried myself to sleep over 10,000 of those nights, praying to God for it to end. When's it gonna end, God? When is this gonna go away? 32 years. I mean, I wasn't a casual user. I was a functioning user. I was great. I was a great bartender, a great server. As soon as I got off, went to the bar for an hour or two. I smoked crack. I would be up from Tuesday Tuesday through Sunday. I wouldn't sleep. I had my days off for Sunday and Monday or Tuesday. I'd be up for 5 days straight, crying myself to sleep. Just sleep like 1 or 2 hours. Get up and do it again and again and again and again and again for decades. Get fired, get another job, sell cars, sell insurance, options trade. 2008, I was an option. I had to pass my Series 7. I was about to make millions of dollars. They told me oil's going up to $150 a barrel. They said, pick out your Ferrari, pick out your mansion. We're going to fucking kill it. And they did. Except I didn't, because I went out on a binge for 7 days with a couple of hookers and got fired. sold life insurance, timeshare. I worked at Outback Steakhouse, Olive Garden, 5, 6 different states. Wine ambassador for Olive Garden, a key manager for Outback Steakhouse. I won a trip to Atlantis in the Bahamas for selling margaritas. Yeah, that was fun. What I do, went with 12 other corporate winners, everybody there from corporate, and I'm in one of the greatest resorts ever built at that time in the world. And what I do, I had cabbies bringing me crack the smoke upstairs, and while everybody's out having fun, going swimming in Atlantis and the Bahamas, I'm up there fucking getting high, wasted a fucking vacation. That was my fucking life. Sorry for cussing so much tonight. Um, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that I can sit here and reflect back on this, and maybe somebody will just see the story and they'll be like, "Damn, he cusses a lot. Maybe someone be watching this, honey." um, they'll probably say that, but I don't cuss that much. Just a little bit tonight. Um, just a lot of gratitude. A lot of gratitude. A lot of gratitude. A lot of. I'm happy. I can smile. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at my smile because I never smiled before. I didn't smile this much. I never held a smile because I was so hurt and broken inside. I had nothing to smile about. Every day was just existing, and that's why I told, if I put as much effort in as I did to getting drugs every day into getting a deal, I'm trying to channel that energy, the old energy that I'd spent all that effort, time, decades, literally decades, into the finding, helping people. They're gonna lose their house out of foreclosure, or they got low equity. We are helping people. We're making a shit ton of money, but we are helping people. We're helping solve people's problems. We're a go giver, whether I'm giving my life story or people are in the stuff to have given to me, which I'm paying it all back. I'm paying it forward. I'm paying it all back. Um, I'm just a little short. I just need a little more help right now. Need a little more breathing space. I'm gonna get the job. I believe it 100%. I'm blessed. 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 I'm well equipped. I'm well able. I'm grateful. Attitude of gratitude. Get your mind right. Get your mind. Don't let the devil try and break you down and lie to you with them little whispers like you can't do it. That's a great. I didn't. That's why. If I would have kept my family in life, they would have, all my brothers, he would have just, "You're never going to do it." That's all he did early on, because I kept him a little bit around, because he just kept calling me. I finally had to block him on Facebook and block his number, because he'd seen me posting all this good shit, trying to inspire people, telling my, he's like, "You're a fraud, you're a crackhead, you're never here." Call me up. He'd be drunk and 2 in the morning. "Who do you think you are? You're gonna have friends and people are gonna look." Yeah, remember I usually have what, 11,000 friends and followers now, and I'm just breaking 1,000 on Instagram. And oh, I forgot about that. There's another post. So at the start of the Zoom meeting with Arch today, um, the whole team were all. I got a video. They're all saying, "We love you, Larry. We love you. We love you." Because Cody Rose, he says, like, "How many people in there?" I think it was like 80 people in at that time, and Tigger was there, and he said, I was explaining to him, about the YouTube channel and stuff, and I forget the whole conversation, but he's like, "I want everybody in here go subscribe to Larry's YouTube channel right now." So I had like 55. I think I'm at 100 now. I don't think everybody in the channel went and subscribed, but let me double check. Oh, look at KJ Mudd. She looks great after having that baby. There's one of my favorite people and stuff too. I love KJ and Joseph. They're so amazing. Look, there's Eddie Charger up there. Met him at the Deal Maker. Look at all my friends on here. You guys, they're all on here. People that I love and love to read their stories. Danny Harrison, Jesus Lopez, Mamadou, JJ Zarian, Aaron Green. That's my friends. These are the people I love reading their stories. I love their journey. I love watching them as much as people like Sharon and mine. There's Yannetti. Daniel Quijano. Daniel Quijano became my friend. He requested my friendship. What? Benson did it too last week. I must be doing something right. Those are a couple of legends right there. I'm gonna do it, A lot of everybody's a legend in my mind. Look at all these people. But what was I doing? I forgot. I was gonna go check my YouTube, see if I broke 100. Come on, because I know it was close. I mean, Cody bumped it up like 30 or 40 people today by doing that. 94 subscribers. That's not 100 yet, but I'll get there. As Pace says, after you break 100, it just starts going. You gotta get past first 100, then before you know it, you'll be at 1,000, and then before it's gonna be 10,000, 20, and then it's 50, and then when you get past 50, it just starts growing exponentially. I don't even know what Pace is at now. He's like probably at 160, 170,000. Let me check. I'm not trying to be Pace either. I'm not trying to do all this to get monetized, but it does help to spread my story to encourage others to see where I come from. I mean, Pace has 163,000 subscribers. You know what? It's funny. This is very interesting. I started this podcast based on the very first episode of Get Creative with him and Abraham Gray, when he only had he had just broken 100,000, and that's what they were talking about in that episode. The very first Get Creative is why I started this podcast. It was the exact reason. Putting myself out there, getting out of my comfort zone, sharing my story, becoming a clone. Like he was saying at the Dealmaker. He wants all the people that has their product, like Sam and Mindset Marlon and Alejandro have the Think Big podcast. Atlanta Trang. There's so many other people, Jesse Stanton, Chris James, the House of Cards, all the other podcasts and people that have started because of what Pace has done, because of the community he's built. Look, he's gone through like another 40, 50,000 since the Get Creative right before Christmas. And look, I went from not having a podcast channel, not having a Larry the Lion live, to having, I'm about to hit 100 subscribers. I'm over 1,000 on Instagram because I never focused on it. I was always focusing on Facebook. I think I'm about to break 7,000 followers and 4,000 friends. Let me double check Facebook. Oops. Let me see where I'm at. All right, so I'm at 6,891 followers and 4,063 friends. Did you know on your phone you can see the last people that have looked at your when you open up your friends on your phone, whoever's on that list are the last people that looked at your profile. Interesting here, if I go to my professional dashboard, not everybody has these. Oh, I made 80 cents for February from Meta, Facebook and Instagram, because they remonetized me. So I just got the receipt today and it goes into my LLC. It's a business, it's business money. But I made 80 cents. Yes. Because I remember when they first made me a digital creator last June, when I started blowing up, getting messages from women all over the freaking planet, crazy people, cool people, fake profiles and everything. I remember I've made 20 cents the first 2 weeks each. I was happy about it. I'm like, yeah. I was just happy that I was recognized. I'm getting paid, and and before they demonetized me because I posted, they said it was false information about BlackRock buying up houses. They made me go through my reels and get all the references to blacks. I think BlackRock actually told him, "Hey, you gotta shut that Larry the Lion guy down. He's wrecking our reputation." But it was because of BlackRock. Um, the big giant big old BlackRock. But I was getting $25 a day. And then I stopped making content because I was like, oh, well, fuck, I'm going to make all this content if I'm not going to get paid for it. So I'm starting to bump my content back up. But let's see. And I've had exposure, enhanced exposure for the last 98 days. So it's something they judge every day. It's evaluated every day whether they want to, when you have the enhanced exposure, it spreads me out more around the world apparently. So in the last 28 days, I've reached 25,000 new accounts. It's actually a decrease from last month, and 14,000 new engagements. And hold on, let's see, where's that? So the top countries I have, where's see all, there it is. So see the graphs. 62.7% of my followers are women. Me? Is this the smile? 62.7% of my followers are women. That's crazy to me. I'm not good looking. I don't know. But Nigeria really likes me. Most of my followers are from the United States. Canada's and the United Kingdom are battling it out for a second place. And then it's the Philippines and Nigeria, followed by Australia, Pakistan, South Africa, Laos. I like them Laotians. Two of my best friends are Elizabeth Song. I can never say her freaking name. She'll kill me when she hears it. But Elizabeth and Famila Songcars. Elizabeth Song I can't. Oh my god, she's gonna kill me if she hears it. But they're both from Laos. And India is the last country with 0.2% of my followers. Top cities: New York City, San Antonio, Texas, Phoenix, Arizona, Las Vegas, Houston, Los Angeles, California, Jacksonville, Philadelphia, San Diego, and Laos and Nigeria are the top cities that are. Them Nigerians really love me. I don't know why. It's easy to spot them Nigerians because when they send you a message and it's a white girl from South Carolina saying, "Hi, honey," and then you say, "Oh, I like to fuck with them." I was like, "Hey, how are you doing? What's up?" "Am good. Am fine." They leave. Literally, the whole country in Nigeria does not say "I am." The power of "I am." They don't know. They don't know this book. They do not say "I am." So if you ask them how they're doing, you get some random guy that messages you. A girl is a good looking guy from Texas. He's got a hide on. He's all buff or whatever. If you're a guy and you get some good looking girl message you and that's right, "Am good." And they'll always they're on Instagram and TikTok. Oh my god, TikTok is such a. I'm actually blowing up on TikTok. I get getting over like 100, 150 followers a day on there now. And I don't really engage in TikTok. I haven't posted anything on TikTok in like a month. Or so, like maybe a month maybe a month or two. Because I was originally starting from TikTok story and then going Instagram story to Facebook story. But after Dealmaker, I changed everything up. Everything goes through Instagram first and then Facebook. And I don't even fuck with TikTok or Pinterest or Snapchat anymore. I still got Twitter. I broadcast to Twitter because I like Elon Musk. I'm supporting my buddy. I love Elon Musk. He's amazing. But yeah, I haven't posted anything on TikTok in a minute. But I still open it up and I look at my in the accounts. Again, I'm not doing this for followers. I'm not doing this for monetization. I'm not doing this for popularity. I do this to share my story, to make him, this guy up there that I rely on and believe and trust with everything in my life, to make him happy. Because if I'm not doing it to please God, if you're not doing everything you're doing to please God, you better start doing it because There's some weird shit's coming down the pipe. You start looking at some of those. You know what I really like looking at now is the YouTube shorts. Wow, there's some crazy wild shit in there. All kinds of different. They're different than the Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels. You got YouTube Shorts. There's some really crazy stuff. I mean, I love watching little bits from Joe Rogan and what's the guy? He's the older dude. Everybody here. I'll just open up and find the short. I like Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is a great guy, dude. I had this. There was a girl from Albania that helped me at Publix earlier. Gorgeous. She's stalking her. I thought she was a model. I literally looked at her and said, that girl should be a model. But I was trying to get some sriracha sauce. There's like a shortage of sriracha sauce, and I'm getting pissed off. I can't find my sriracha anywhere. They got sriracha mayo, sriracha sandwich bread, but not the actual red bottle of sriracha. Got a little chicken on there and stuff. That is the best shit ever. It's only thing I like better as a sauce is A1. I know A1. Don't put it on your steak, but I love A1. I could literally drink A1. And my mouth waters just thinking about it right now. But let me find some. Oh, look, here's Pace. Chicago and their politics. What?
Why did you invest in a Democrat state? Oh, that's a good question. Here's the thing. From region to region.
But these shorts are really cool.
I never want creative.
Oh, this is all Pace.
The average Ruben Dominguez.
I've never seen him do that. Wait. Oh, it's the latest shorts from Pace More. Boy, he's got a lot of shorts. Let me find it. Where's the? Did you guys see? Wait. There's some good ones out here. Let me find one. See, it's all the ones I don't want you to. So I was looking for some. There's some really crazy stuff on this.
In God of War, Boulder has a terrifying
Oh, that's a video game.
This girl set up her.
This guy, I like Andrew Tate. You ever watch him? He's got some really legit shit that he says. That's not a good one.
Why should I invest in Tesla rather than Mercedes?
These YouTube shorts are amazing.
Well,
I love this guy. Elon here.
Rarely try to convince anyone to invest in Tesla.
He's so honest.
And
brutally honest.
I've recommended people don't invest
You know,
in
he's got
Tesla,
the biggest
and I've
tweet
said
ever.
my stock is too high. But people just ignore me, keep buying the stock for some reason.
Why should I invest in Tesla?
But anyways, you should check those YouTube shorts out. That's when I haven't been able to sleep. I've been looking at those. I don't watch sports. I don't watch TV. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and I might put YouTube on, listen to Jameel and Pace. I watched a bit of that the AI challenge tonight, but I kept on watching it. One of the great things of having Sam Singh leading our team, he said no shiny object syndrome. That's part of the 6-month commitment in the 20 hours. No shiny object syndrome. I was stuck. I'm like, I love Pace and Jameel, but it's a shiny object syndrome. I can't sit here and watch it. I need to get on the phone and make some calls, and that's what I did. And went and did a role playing Discord with a few of the other students. It's great to have that community. It's like a sub community of sub 2. There's 150 sub 2 students. A few Astro Flippers in there, but it's really great to have all these other new students or older students in there, and having Sam. Oh, that's what I want to show you. Shit. See, I get sidetracked. It's really great to have all these people looking up to me now, and having Cody mostly, Sam somewhat, promoting me as becoming a leader of Arch. How did this happen? Because I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Things are in the Facebook memories. Let me see if I can pull those up in my notifications. There was a couple that I wanted to share besides the fat picture. Did you guys go look at the fat picture on my Facebook page? If you haven't, please go look at it. It's horrible. I probably should have told Gabriella that I was gonna put her picture up, but I did it at the last minute. It just looked really. I looked really good in that picture, standing next to her. She's a gorgeous woman. She's an amazing woman. And then I was there with Kyle Frizzell and I can't remember the other guy's name. But I don't look nothing like that fat guy that was in there. Where's the Facebook memories? Where is it? Man, see, I get so many notifications, they get lost really quick. I just saw them a little while ago. Hold on, I want to find it because I want to just read one thing before I go to sleep. Where is the Facebook memory? Oh, it's gotta be right. Oh, you motherfucker! You see it reset on me. I hate when it does that. You're looking at it and you get a notification and resets everything where you were looking at. How did they disappear? Where is it? See, it's gonna make me a liar. Update. I don't know. Forget the Facebook memories. But it was something I wanted to. Oh, see, I forgot. This one I'll show you. It was from the Zoom. I should post it there. But it's literally. You're not gonna be able to see it because I got the. And I want to turn it. Don't look at my mess. The bed is made. It's one thing I do. I've always done since I started this journey. I always make the bed first thing I do. Besides, after I say thank you for the Lord waking me up. So, all right. Is it too bright to see that? Let me see if I can turn this off. Might be too bright. Yeah. I'll post it online in a minute. But I'll post it in the story. But it's literally everybody saying, good morning. Then Cody says that, and they're like, "Congrats, Larry! So excited for that! You're awesome, Larry! You're in the right place at the right time." Cody says, "Go subscribe. You're awesome. We love you, brother. We love it. Lit shirt, Larry. You're killing it. I love the confidence, inspiring stuff, Larry. The great on the phone. Larry deserves the first deal closed. I subscribed to your channel. Freaking love you, Larry. You go, Larry. 100, 200, 100, over 100 sub 2 students telling me all that today. That's really grateful. I'm really grateful, that people can sit there and say that about me. Because I couldn't say it about me. But, damn. This went a little bit longer than I thought it would. It's getting pretty much that time. But I hope everybody got a little value out of this. Have a good night, Pansy. I'm off to bed too. And Twitter is annoying. I was getting too many notifications. I know Elizabeth is amazing. It's Song, or Song. I can't say her damn name. Laos, Nigeria. Yeah. So, but anyways, I'm gonna, I'm happy. I'm grateful. This is a great journey that I'm on, and I'm glad you guys are a part of it. I'm glad you're my friends. Thanks, Sean. Have a good night, buddy. Sean, where's your picture? Are you on the Facebook Live page or on the Gator page? Or are you on Twitter? Well, you know, it's the Facebook image, so you got to be on Facebook somewhere. But, yeah, Lucky Larry. Live lucky. Oh, it's on this side. Camera's reversed. Live lucky. I'm not lucky. I'm not lucky at all. Remember, if anybody tries to tell me I'm lucky, they're dead wrong. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in coincidence. I don't. Never have. It's all Him. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed, blessed, blessed. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God and Jesus. I mean, I can look back so many times, even when I was deep in my addiction, where I thought that world was over, done. Thought it was the end. Homeless on the streets of Vegas. He's pulled me through. He always waits. It's his timing, but he's never let me die. He's never let me down. He's always brought me through. And like I said, if I don't make it, I'm still gonna be okay. I'm still gonna be smiling. You're still gonna see me at Starbucks doing my podcast because I'm gonna be freaking consistent, and I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna change somebody's life, even if it's just one person. If I make one person, save one person's life with my story, my journey, I know he'll be happy, and I'm grateful. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you, Sub 2. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, 12.